What up, YouTube and internet? Just want to show you guys some of the mounts and stuff I made for my GoPro. I guess before I start, I should say that I don't really do a lot of film stuff and like crazy sports or anything. Yeah, that stuff's really cool and I'm down with that, but mainly I do music. I'm a keyboardist. I also use a keytar, and I really just wanted to make really cool videos, while I'm playing and while my bandmates are playing and stuff like that. So, I pretty much begged for a GoPro, and, through the grace of God, I was able to get one for Christmas. I got the Hero 3 Black Edition, and I couldn't be happier. So, just want to show you guys some of this cool stuff I made. I also want to say I've gotten a lot of these ideas from other videos and, Redditors and stuff like that. And, they were all really good ideas, and, obviously I pretty much ripped them off. But yeah, I also made them my own a little bit. There's certain things that people do that kind of make me uneasy, so I circumvent them my own ways. You're in my little shop right now if you're wondering why there's, a bunch of crap everywhere. I really should clean up. But I'm in the middle of opening up a repair business for musical instruments, and basically until then it's a big mess in here. So, this is the clamp mount that I made. This is the first one I made, actually. This one, I actually used the mounting point that comes with the GoPro, the one that you see in the packaging. And I thought it was perfect because it was kind of hollow on the bottom, and I wouldn't feel bad about dremeling it off a little bit, so it'll fit nicely on the clamp. Some other videos that I've seen, they either glue it down, or they'll just drill a hole and put the, a tripod threading and use a tripod adapter. I didn't have a tripod adapter at the time, and even if I did, I probably wouldn't have done it. I don't like a lot of the guides that have like a bunch of space between the GoPro and the mount. It's mostly just screw. I just feel like the less screw there is, the less chance there is of it snapping off, basically. So, I made this on my own a little bit. I drilled 2 holes and then dremeled around it, so I could put a screw in it without it protruding out a lot. And it fits in quite nicely. I did kind of do a botched job. You can see right there, if you can get it under a light, you could see that I kind of had to dremel off a little bit as this little island right here on the actual mount. I'm kind of whatever about it. This thing works just fine. I can put all the extenders on it and everything, and it's perfect. The other thing you'll notice on the end is that there's this tape around the grips. So I actually use rubber tape instead of electrical tape. I'm a big fan of rubber tape. It works really well. It doesn't leave a lot of crap everywhere. And since I do music, a lot of people wouldn't want me strapping some plastic to their guitar when it might scratch it when I take it off or while it's on if they move around. So this rubber tape not only provides an extra grip, but it won't scratch up anything when you're clamped to it. It also lets you clamp onto less less ideal places, because it'll just grip a lot better. So enough with that one. The next one I made, this one I straight up ripped off of a Redditor. This is a suction cup mount. Literally the day after I saw the video, I ran over to my local hardware store and found the same exact suction cup and everything. One of the things he did that I wasn't a big fan of is he took off one of these things on the mount, and I was just kind of like, I really don't want to do that to my mount because I want to use it for stuff. So I also bought one of these in the case that I'll show you in a minute. I think it's at the bottom here. It's just a little wing nut. This works out nicely. It fits on the GoPro screw. It's an M5. I forgot if that means it's metric, by the way. I forget what the pitch is, but it works. Go to your hardware store, look for M5 wing nuts, and they'll have this. But yeah, so this way I didn't have to, remove anything from any of my mounts because, I'm kind of anal that way. And it works out nice. Just put whatever it needs and boom, I can strap it to my car. That's actually one of the mounts I wanted to buy directly from GoPro because I'm pretty anal about things falling, and I just felt like if I didn't buy the official one, it might fall. So yeah, but this actually works quite well. Big props to him. He did a great job, and I'm glad he made the videos. I have this case. I bought this case at Fry's Electronics. If you have one near you, I highly recommend this. This is like 22 bucks. It's by B&W International. It's outdoor case type 5. It's just pluck foam. After doing it, I read on Reddit a lot of people were saying, oh, I'd rather just make a big hole and put all the small stuff in in hindsight, I really wish I did that. But yeah, got the space for the GoPro here, housing my Wasabi charger and Wasabi batteries here. Highly recommend these, by the way, if you don't have these. They're 23 bucks on Amazon for 2 batteries and a charger and a car charger and, you know, a whole slew of other cool stuff. And yeah, that was pretty cool. Then I got the Wi-Fi remote right here. Everything fits in pretty nicely. It's pretty secure. Couldn't be happier. Over here, this is kind of my own version of the pole mount. So I saw like 3 guides on how to make these, and the first one was like a super long pole, and there's like, yeah, so you know, this is going to be your long pole, and then, you know, go over to the next video and you can make your shorter pole and then your even shorter pole. So I kind of thought outside the box on that one. I mean, maybe I'm not as much of a genius as I think I am, because I'm really not that smart. And what I decided to do is just buy a full PVC pipe thing, and it costed me like $9 altogether with all the parts and everything. Actually, I take that back. That's actually including the suction mount and everything, because I bought all this in the same day. This altogether probably costed me about $5 besides the tripod mount. So I just got a very long piece, soldered straight in half, and then I put a coupling on the end, which is just the threading, and then on the other side, which makes it longer, it's got the screw end of it, so to speak. Everything's Gorilla Glued together. I don't use Gorilla Glue very often. I'm really a JB Weld guy, but this works well for its application. I like that it expands, so I think that would help, you know, PVC piping. I assume, I may be completely wrong. But you know, when I put these things on just to see if they'd fit, they were almost impossible to get off, so I can't imagine with a little bit of Gorilla Glue they'll ever be coming off. On the other end of the extender piece, I've got this little rubber thing. Yeah, I just think it looks nice, but whatever. Anyway, so on the other end, I have this little diagonal coupling thing over here, and then I have this like plug with like you know, polygon thing on the end. And I was like, oh cool, I'm just gonna drill through that and then put a tripod threading, tripod type screw. And by the way, that is a 1/4 inch, I believe the pitch is 20, so it's a 1/4 inch screw. And yeah, so then I on top of that, I just have the tripod mount. And everything is totally Gorilla Glued. Inside there's 2 washers, and then the screw comes out, then there's another washer. And then I kind of filed it down to make sure there's like no extra space at all, and it's like just right for the tripod mount, because I just really don't like having extra space there. Unfortunately, this guy actually broke when I got home, so I had to Gorilla Glue the little nut back in, so whatever. But yeah, this thing works very well. I'm very happy with how this came out. I spray painted it black. You'll probably see it still on my finger. I just did all this yesterday, but who cares. But yeah, so this was fun. So this is probably like the beginning of like the GoPro stuff I plan on making. I'm probably gonna be posting a few more videos. I really posted this because I wanted to show what you can do kind of instead of what a lot of people recommend and what a lot of people follow. You know, sometimes it's good to make things your own. If you see something and you're kind of iffy on it, usually there's a good way around it. If you guys have any questions on that and need advice building a mount or something, just, you know, shoot me a message or something on YouTube or on Reddit. My Reddit username is KeyWizard, one word. And yeah,